Tempest Rising, Campaign Overview, Part 3.
In Egypt, near the temple site struck by the dynasty's underground detonation, a distress call reported an unknown aggressor emerging from beneath the surface, attacking global defense force and dynasty forces alike without distinction.
Arise, my brethren. Arise.
Oh my God! What are they? Weapons free! We have hostiles!
An entire dynasty platoon was reported wiped out within minutes. Orders were issued to retreat rather than engage an enemy of unknown strength, with forces withdrawing toward Cairo to establish a more defensible position. The scale of the threat, however, made a clean withdrawal impossible.
Enemy assaults are gaining strength. Prepare base defenses for heavier attacks.
A base was established at the new outpost and reinforced under mounting pressure as the creatures pressed their assault alongside a fractured dynasty presence still contesting the region. Nearby reinforcement bases used by the newly emerged threat were located and destroyed to slow the assault's momentum. With the enemy's advance stalled and a foothold secured in Cairo, contact was made with an adversary previously unknown to either the Global Defense Force or the dynasty, one whose origins pointed back to the temple excavation in Iraq.
Secondary objective accomplished. Unacceptable losses. Relocation initialized.
General, are you picking this up? These aggressors came out of nowhere.
Those creatures, whatever they are your enemy, General. But let GDF handle them.
In Greece, dynasty forces were directed to a facility holding a cache of experimental armored vehicles, prototypes of considerable value to a war effort still contending with an unproven new threat from the south. A repair bay housing the vehicles was identified as the operation's primary objective. The facility was secured with minimal difficulty, but extracting its contents proved another matter. No sooner had the vehicles been prepared for transport than the region itself came under assault, as the newly emerged aggressor began flooding into the area in numbers far exceeding earlier encounters.
Under attack.
Rather than risk the prototypes in open engagement, transport aircraft were called forward to lift each vehicle directly out of danger, bypassing the swarm entirely. Multiple aircraft were required to move the full cache before the position became untenable. The vehicles reached safety intact, but the encounter left no doubt that whatever force had emerged from the Earth was no longer a problem confined to any single front.
I'm reading more waves of the enemy approaching fast across the Med. Get your troops out before they take the whole region. Good work, General.
The Veti have reached the city! Incoming hostiles!
In Egypt, Veti forces were reported advancing from the sea, their reach extending well beyond the region first affected in Cairo. By this point, the toll on the wider war had become undeniable. Dynasty headquarters lay in ruins, its remaining forces scattering rather than regrouping, leaving any hope of an uneasy alliance against the shared threat firmly out of reach. Defenses were established throughout the city, and nearby fields were harvested ahead of the enemy's arrival to deny them the resource their forces depended upon. As the assault began, evacuation efforts were launched to move civilians from 3 exposed zones to a secured airbase. The operation was far from uncontested. Camouflaged enemy squads moved to intercept the fleeing population, requiring their elimination before they could reach the crowds, while more advanced constructs marked for special targeting had to be located and destroyed in turn. Despite the scale of the assault, the evacuation succeeded, and the city held, though the cost of the encounter left little doubt that the enemy's advance was accelerating.
Eyes on the Veti base. Something's coming through. This appears to be a more advanced form of matter translocation. And I don't want to wait around to find out what. Destroy these structures and shut it down.
Additional silos required. Base is under attack. Primary objective accomplished.
Mother of... This thing is huge!
Bring it down, Commander. Bring it down or we lose Alexandria.
Primary objective accomplished.
So, these things are vulnerable after all.
We heard the Veti like the Tempest, so we've brought some party gifts.
Base is under attack.
Be advised, Veti forces have been sighted near your position.
In Bulgaria, Veti forces swept through the Balkans and began assaulting Dynasty headquarters itself, a compound still held by the rival faction exposed months earlier at Sofia.
Come a little closer. Eviscerating.
The deposed leader who had first raised the alarm now issued new orders. His son was no longer safe within its walls and required immediate evacuation. The opportunity was seized for a second purpose.
Pleasure. Igniting. I acknowledge. Do you like my gun? You want more?
Unit lost.
Rather than simply defend the compound, the operation was reoriented toward its destruction, aiming to purge the rival influence embedded there once and for all. Devices designed to draw the Veti directly toward the headquarters were positioned around its perimeter in advance.
I see.
Unit ready.
Out. Yes. With pleasure.
Unit ready.
Reaching them required fighting through two adversaries at once, as Veti forces converged on the compound even as Loyalist troops clashed with the faction defending it from within. Each device was activated in turn under sustained pressure from both directions.
Storage capacity inadequate.
With headquarters lost to the Veti and its rival faction scattered in the chaos, the Dynasty's fracture was no longer a hidden matter, but a fact laid bare for all to see.
Removing threat. Tracking target.
Unit ready.
Yes, Command. Removing threat.
Primary objective accomplished. Alex McCallan has entered the battlefield. Proceed to extraction. Alex must survive.
Proceeding. That's a confirm.
Unit is prime.
You have done well, my friend. There is one more thing we have to do. One more step from out of our ashes. Your efforts have made this possible. You have my gratitude.
Unit is under attack. Dynasty HQ has fallen.
Reinforcements are here! Incoming Veti! Troops to positions! Give it all you got!
On the coast of Spain, Veti forces were confirmed to have made landfall, establishing a foothold in a valley unlike any encountered before, centered on a mass of vines drawn from a fissure far larger than any previously observed. What lay beneath it, and whether it was even alive, remained unknown, though the Veti defended it fiercely. Research had identified a possible weakness. A captured Dynasty missile, modified, could trigger an instability in the Tempest itself, tearing its fluid apart at a cellular level and unleashing that energy as a spreading shockwave.
Ready, sir. You got it, Command. Sir?
We have the missile. Getting to work on the modifications. You must keep the Veti away from the missile silo. Buy me all the time that you can. damage it!
Base is under attack.
This property promised to be devastating against an enemy whose power derived from the substance directly. Before the main advance could begin, a detachment secured an abandoned Dynasty installation standing between friendly lines and the valley, buying time for the modified missile to be prepared and deployed.
Base is under attack.
Its detonation devastated the surrounding Veti presence, and beneath the wreckage of the vines, the source they had gathered to protect was finally exposed.
Brethren, destroy the unenlightened.
We're ready. Instability missile has some modifications.
Impossible. Impossible. Impossible.
This is it, General. You're caught between both the invaders and GDF. You need to take them both out.
In Milan, Italy, the son recovered from Bulgaria was reunited with his father, the dynasty's deposed leader, now emerging from the shadows as the faction regrouped from the ruins of its former headquarters. The rival influence that had infiltrated its ranks was expunged, but the reprieve offered little comfort against a far greater threat.
Kicking thrusters. Tracking target.
Both relays have been destroyed. This is your chance, General. Capture that temple.
Report.
Be prepared to hold your position. We cannot allow the Veti to take it back. Multiple Veti signatures converging on your location. Crush them.
We are close, General. Fight to the last.
Away we go.
The Veti, it was assessed, drew power from the Tempest more efficiently than the dynasty's own researchers ever had, and a solution was proposed in response. Seize that advantage directly.
More time. This place is a maze. There's a gateway. Looks like they were repairing it. There are so many chambers down here. I think it's a library. There are so many lights. We've almost finished scanning. Just give us a little longer. You got it.
Is under attack.
A Veti stronghold had been identified nearby. Its forces gathered around a great temple believed to hold the answer. An abandoned global defense force installation stood along the approach and was claimed as a staging point.
We're so close to being finished. We need more time, or this have all been for nothing.
From there, forces advanced through mounting resistance to encircle the temple itself, securing it against the Veti presence defending it. With the temple captured and its technology within reach, the dynasty stood positioned to match a power that had, until now, belonged to the Veti alone.
Tracking target. Locked on. Scans complete. Contact them, boy. The Veti's secrets are ours.
It's ours, General. We will the secrets to their technology. What they missed. Understanding what we do, we will walk the line. Well done, my friend. You have made me proud.
Something's happening. Stand by. Pythia is registering a massive energy cascade from the west. I don't know what it is, but the Veti, it's flying. General, I am sending the evac team to your location. Let's bring you home.